introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the New Orleans Saints. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway in Foxborough. This one fielded at the 5. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Here we go. Wait, that turn 80. Turn 80. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
On play action, now Brady. That's complete to a former Saint. It's Ben Watson. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. On 3rd down, Michel. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Breeze. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opened things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where he, their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
You better be afraid of me. Plus 1. Check back 21. Hey, easy. Check back 21. I'm here all day. I'm here. Hey, I 7. 21, Mike 21. Check back 21.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Check Mike 21, Mike 21. Check the opposite.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Deron Harmon makes the tackle.
He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Easy.
Throwing on second down. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete.
This motherfucker.
Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in.
Wide open.
Couldn't hang on third down.
This is why I don't throw you the ball.
On there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Exactly why I don't throw you the ball. It's an easy touchdown.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I can see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can.
You had that shit, bro. Top that shit. What they do that at?
Exploit.
On 4th down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, this from 33. And Lutz's kick is good. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field. Check 31.
Brady gives to Michelle.
Come
and he's
on.
taken down right at the 45-yard line. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
I wasn't paying attention. That shit won't happen again. If I can let this motherfucker run.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Wait, set. 29. Alpha. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I'm coming after you. Hey, go 66.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Wait, set. Wide, 80. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. Hey, check right 47. Check right.
On 2nd and 12. Brady. This is White on the screen. And he's got this down to the 35. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Wait, set. Wait, 20. Switch. A little flare. Goal 50.
Now Michel. And some space here. And all the way in. Touchdown.
Tackle.
Sony Michel, 37 yards. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be taken short. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something and mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Shotgun now for Breeze. Complete. Smith has it. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Come on, QB, come on. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to air this thing out deep for top. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
They begin with Michel on the ground. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back?
That's what you need for a good counter.
You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory.
You got him. You got him.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Check. Switch. Motion.
On 2nd and 1, Brady. That's complete to Bolden. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Not to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Hey, 66.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
Keep playing on. Let's get it. Sugar. 56. Move. 56. Watch the run. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56. Let's go, D. Mike 56. Mike 56. I got you, son.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So now on 4th down, on comes Steven Gostkowski to try and get the Pats 3. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
36.
The final shot before half for Breeze. He's going to fire. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Hey, exit. Check Mike 21. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, check Mike 21. Mike 21. Check Mike 21. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. Easy, opposite. Hey, easy. Hey, let's get in that hole. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
On third and long, it's Breeze. It's caught, Smith. And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
Hey, check Mike 21, check Mike 21. Go on.
Breeze to throw for it on fourth. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Wait, that wide 20. 54. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. Fire!
Now Brady looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Hey, Alabama.
On third and long, it's Brady. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
Box drop.
They do go for it. It's Brady. And he's got Sanu. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 1st down, here's White. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
Now a first carry for Brandon Bolden. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Wait, that Alabama. 380. Check, 47.
On third down, a run from White. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Breeze now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing again on second down. Breeze. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. The open man is Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michelle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here's Brady to throw. This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Protein spill. Hey, Zoo. 47, Alpha. Mike, 47.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Tell me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go.
Jacket, reload.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's complete. James White. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. On the toss, here's Michelle. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Motion, motion, bump, 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 bump. Check, check. Fresno. Easy. Fresno.
Win the rep, let's go, right here.
Hey, check Mike 47, check Mike 47.
You gonna get this, boy?
Sugar, sugar.
And it's Michelle once again. A gain of 2, just like we saw on 1st and 2nd down as well. Deuce is wild. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
A 63-yard attempt.
And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So make some room next to Tom Dempsey on the NFL's all-time field goal distance leaderboard. That's going to go down officially as a 63-yarder.
Let's not forget about David Akers, Jason Elam, and Sebastian Janikowski, too. So now Matt Prater at 64 has got a little bit of company up near the top spot. That was one heck of a kick right there.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how that.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. After the sack on first down, Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. To throw is Breeze. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Now Breeze. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw, Breeze. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
And that's caught by Smith. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down. To throw is Breeze. Going to throw deep, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devin McCourty picks it off. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
At the 19-yard line.
Wait, that line 20.
Check, 47. They can't hang with us.
Check it.
Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I can't help myself. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say.